You know that feeling, right? You've just finished a training session, you're fired up, full of new ideas, and you feel like you can take on anything. But then, what actually happens when you get back to your desk? Well, today, we are diving into that critical moment after the training is over. We're going to talk about how to take all that amazing learning and turn it into real, lasting change.
Oh man, this question, it hits home for so many of us. You walk out of a workshop feeling on top of the world, but give it a week, the emails are piling up, those old habits start to creep back in, and that brand new binder, yeah, it's already collecting dust. The energy just kind of fizzles out, and you're left wondering, did anything really change? That's the big challenge we're unpacking today.
You know, there's actually a name for this whole phenomenon. It's called the learning-doing gap. And it's basically this giant canyon between knowing what you should be doing and actually, doing it. It's the place where all those great intentions go to fade away. Our mission today is to build a solid bridge right across that gap.
And here it is, that frustrating cycle we all know. That initial burst of enthusiasm is awesome, but it's fleeting. Without a real, solid plan, the sheer gravity of our old routines just pulls us right back into what's familiar. And when that happens, the time, the energy, the money, that whole investment in training can feel like it was all for nothing.
So how do we break the cycle? How do we stop this from happening over and over again? Well, the journey across that gap, it doesn't actually start with a huge leap into action. It starts with a pause. We have to look back before we can truly move forward. And we do that with something really powerful, structured self-reflection.
Now, the key word here is consciously. Self-reflection isn't just about spacing out and thinking about your day. No, it's an active, intentional process. It's about taking a hard look at your own behaviors and asking some honest questions. Like, okay, based on everything I just learned, where are the specific spots I can do things differently and, frankly, better? Okay, so reflection is our foundation. It's absolutely crucial, but it's not the whole story. A brilliant insight that just stays in your head is, well, it's just a thought. To give it real power, we have to turn that private reflection into a formal, public statement of what we're going to do, and that is where a pledge comes in. A professional commitment really just formalizes your intentions. It takes your personal goal and elevates it into something more, a pledge to your team, to your organization. It's like you're officially declaring, hey everyone, I'm going to take what I learned and I'm going to use it to create real, tangible results. It just adds this layer of accountability that makes all the difference.
I love this quote because it just nails the core idea so perfectly. Think of your commitment as the bridge itself. It's the steel cable that connects the two sides of that canyon we talked about. On one side, you've got what I've learned, and on the other, what I'll do. It is the essential link that turns all that passive knowledge into active, meaningful change. So, here's what the path looks like, all laid out. It's a really clear, logical progression, right? First, you get the knowledge from the training. Then, you actually process it and internalize it through reflection. Next, you make it real by pledging your commitment. And that pledge is what becomes the engine that drives real, positive change. See how each step just builds right on top of the last?
Okay, so we're ready to make a pledge, but what does that even look like? A vague promise to just be better? That's not going to cut it. For a commitment to really stick, it needs focus, and it should be built on 3 core pillars where you can make a genuine, measurable difference. Let's break these down. First up, work productivity. How are you going to apply these new skills to deliver better, faster, or smarter results? Second, increased motivation. How will this new knowledge refuel your own passion and dedication for your job? And third, and this one might be the most powerful of all, a positive environment. How will you use what you've learned to actively make the workplace better for everyone around you? So you see what's happening. This is the crucial takeaway. When you build your pledge around these 3 pillars, it stops being just a nice promise. It becomes a strategic plan for your own growth. It gives you super clear areas to focus on, which makes your commitment targeted, actionable, and way more likely to actually succeed.
And this is where things get really exciting. Because this whole process doesn't just change you, it literally has the power to change the entire system around you. Let's talk about the incredible ripple effect that your one personal commitment can have on the organization as a whole.
I mean, just think about it for a second. When your productivity gets a boost, you don't just win, your whole team's performance gets a lift. When you show up every day with that renewed motivation, that energy is absolutely contagious. It inspires the people you work with, and every single action you take to make the environment more positive, well, that helps build a massive culture shift. Your single personal pledge creates these incredible waves of positive change across the entire company.
So this is where we land. You've done the training, you've taken the time to really reflect. The only thing left to do now is to decide what comes next. This is your call to action. So I want you to ask yourself, what will your commitment build?